That's what we came. We stand on business.
Shot today, one on one. However you wanna play, yappers on yappers. I live at the bank, commas on commas, yeah. Paper route, frank, hundreds on hundreds, yeah. What's that round my neck? Baggers on baggers. Just up a check, fashion on fashion, yeah. Mansion party, nothing but pretty on pretty. Bad, smoking smartest, why they shaking. Shake it. Came up in my hood, selling 50s like Slim Shady. Flood the streets like Walgreens and got choppers like the Navy. Drink like it's champagne, so we buy it by the cases. Eyes bloodshot red like I've been smoking blunt with Satan. Always on the road, mention always faking. Bad habit of getting all this dough and I can't shake it. Told Big Tigger I used to sell weed out the basement. Too many whips at the crib, ran out of parking spaces. And I only like blue cash on money races.
Alrighty, guys, welcome to Ramily Only, the Tuskegee preview show. And first joining me on the show, I have Kairon Martin, defensive end linebacker. He's ready to put on the show Sunday. Kairon, how we doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. So how's the team feeling a couple days away from the season opener?
Yeah, man, we're all excited. We're practicing every day at a high level, competing. So we're just trying to bring that same energy down there to Alabama and put on a show for sure.
Yes, sir. And we were talking about it before the show, man. We don't really recognize you without your dreads now, man.
Yeah, they gone, but we here though. We got the waves going on, so we good.
Yes, sir. And for the Rambler who don't know why you cut your dreads, you want to tell them why you cut your dreads?
Yes, sir. I joined the greatest fraternity on earth, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, Spring 25.
So how's it been going so far?
It's good. It's just giving back to my community, making a difference on campus, making a change. So everything's good.
Good. How was fall camp in preparation for getting ready for the season opener? How's that been going?
Fall camp is good. Coach Massey, he's been running our butts off,
Yes.
getting in shape. So we love him for that because it's gonna be worth it all in the end. But we're being coachable. We're playing at a high level, competing. So everything is good. Fall camp is great.
And you guys, that's probably gonna be good for you guys because you know that Alabama heat, you're gonna have to deal with Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why he's doing it. So we already know what's the purpose.
Yes, sir. And last season we had a really good season. We went 7-3. Unfortunately, we came up short. So what can you guys learn from that season to finish the mission this year?
Yeah, really just like starting the games off at like a high level, high clip, and just keeping that same energy, enthusiasm throughout the game, so we don't have to like try to play catch up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I got you.
that's the biggest thing. Just starting at a high level and finishing at a high level. That's gonna be the difference this year.
Yes, sir. And for that John C. Smith game, do you think the team was a little too amped up for that game, or do you think it was just you guys didn't start it the way you guys needed to?
I feel like we should have won every game that we played in last year. So every game that we played last year was our fault. And that's how I view it. But yeah, I say we could have did some things differently, but it's the past. We ain't gonna beat them this year for sure.
Was there a moment or a game last year when you knew that this was going to be a special season?
A moment or a game, I would say a moment. I say the biggest moment was versus A&T on their goal line. It was like 4th and 1, I believe, or fourth and inches or something. And we had a big stop. So that was like the biggest moment of the season last year that I take away. So that's how I knew it was gonna be special. Just off of that right there, and we just carried it, throughout the whole season. So that's the biggest moment.
Are you talking about the one where Juice picked up that big running back and
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah,
yeah, that showed me something right there when he did that.
exactly.
And that showed me a lot right there. That game, and they had to cheat, had some shadiness with the
Yeah,
clock.
man. They come on. They didn't want to lose to us, but it's cool though. It's all right.
And then I would say, y'all closed out those close games against Ohio, Dominican, and Virginia State because the previous year that's something we struggled with.
Right. So every year, we're getting better and better of like finishing games. So, that the three games that we lost, two of them were close, one not so much. But that's gonna be our biggest like improvement this year. Just finish them close games so it's not as close and it doesn't have to be, decided by a ref or by a call.
Yes, sir. I love that. So what would you say is your favorite moment of play from last season?
My favorite moment, I'll say my favorite game. I have a lot of good moments. My favorite game was homecoming versus Fayetteville State. Double overtime. We put on a show for sure. Everybody was nervous, but we knew deep down inside that we had that win. So I'll say that was my favorite game.
Yes, sir. So what was that like, seeing the offense walk it off like they did? What was it like being a part of that?
Yeah, it was a big moment, but I just want to like have that those same moments from last year and just build on them so we could just have a ring and that'll be the greatest moment of my Winston career is to get that ring this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what did you want to work on and improve going into your last season as a Ram?
Um, the biggest improvement that I personally done this offseason was like conditioning and stamina because I want to play all four quarters at like a high clip. I don't want to be getting tired or whatnot. I want to play at a high level, have that motor going. Because if I do that, then the D line gonna be scared because we already have good players at D line, and then just our defense in general. So yeah, I just really working on my stamina, conditioning wise.
Yes, sir. We're going to talk about the pieces we added in a little bit,
Okay.
but I want to ask you, do you prefer playing defensive end more, or do you like playing linebacker more, or does it matter?
It really doesn't matter. Defensive end is my more natural position because I played that throughout high school. So it's just like everything comes natural. But linebacker, if Coach Mack needs me at linebacker, I'll drop back in coverage in a heartbeat to help the team.
Yes, sir. And I remember sometimes you would slide inside as well. Do you enjoy doing that?
Yeah, I like it. I like getting physical with the bigger guys down there. So I love it. Wherever he needs me.
What was it like representing the team at CIAA Media? What was that experience like for you?
It was a blessing. I enjoyed just, having that, the CIAA experience with Daylin and Coach Massey and Coach Reese. So it was a blessing just representing my team, and just letting everyone know like what we have in store for the season.
Yes, sir. Did how did you feel when you found out we were picked fifth? What were you feeling?
Of course, I don't agree with it, like not one bit. But at the end of the day, it's just people's opinion. So between the white lines, that's when we can determine where we're ranked. So I'm not worried about it.
So we added some key pieces on the defense side of the ball in the portal. It's going to be real scary on defense. Uh, so how excited are you to play alongside some of the dogs we added in the portal?
Yeah, I'm very excited. It's always like cool and like a nice experience to play with someone that you never played with. So when we build that chemistry, like which we have done over fall camp, it's gonna be exciting, very exciting.
Yes, sir. What would you say are your expectations for this defense this season?
Uh, my expectation is personally nationally ranked and number one in the CI, 1000%.
Yes, sir. I love that. And we lost a couple key pieces on our defense from last year. So are
Yeah,
you excited to have a bigger role and fill those holes?
yeah, I am. In order to be a leader, you must be a follower at first. And I feel like the last, 3 years I've been at Winston, I have been a follower. Last year I was more of a vocal leader, beside Kamar. But yeah, I'm just excited, to fill those roles so we can pass it on to the younger guys.
We're going to be opening the season Sunday on national TV. So, how excited are you going to be to display your skills on national TV?
I'm very excited. But the main thing Coach Massey preaches to us, we have to stay even keel. You don't want to get too low and too nonchalant, and you don't want to get too hyper and just lose focus. So you just gotta find that balance and just put on your best performance.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On the team in 2022 when we played on NFL Network. So, what did you learn from that experience that you can use this week when you play on national TV?
Um, Really just communicating, staying on the same page. Um, yeah, I would say that's the biggest thing that we kind of struggled with earlier that year, which is our communication, getting the calls in on time. So I feel like if we just bring that and just use that as a lesson and we bring it to this game, then yeah, we'll be good. We'll be good.
So, what would you say are going to be your individual and your team goals for this year?
Individual goal, I would say at least 1 sack a game, like at the minimum, just 1 sack a game. I want to aim for at least 15 range sacks because I know it's possible. Team wise, I would say to get a ring. That's my biggest goal
Yes, sir.
of the season. I just focusing on getting a ring, playing every game at a high clip because I don't want the season to be determined on who lost and we can get, in a
Yeah.
playoff game, you know what I'm saying, or the championship game, see our championship. So just play every game so we can determine where we stand.
Yes, sir. And to close out, what would you say is going to be the biggest keys for you guys to start the season 1-0 Sunday against Tuskegee?
I would say just playing at a high clip again, making sure we're communicating. I know everyone's talking about the Tuskegee weather or the Alabama weather. So I would just say just communicating, playing at a high clip, doing what we're told to do. Don't be out there trying to do, your job or not your job. You just trying to do somebody else's job. Just play at a high clip. And I feel like we'll be all right. We just stay coachable, stay even keel, and just play football.
I love that. So, Kyle, do you have a final message or any words for Ram fans before they see y'all play Sunday?
Yeah, just hey, I just want everyone to get ready to come to Durham, because we're gonna get that ring this year, 1,000%.
Yes, sir. I love that. Guys, make sure you subscribe. Daylin Lee will be coming up shortly. And Kai, I want to thank you for coming on the show, man. Definitely enjoyed having you on, and I want to say good luck this season. I know you're gonna do big things, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me on here. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
My mama slime, my sister slime, my brother slime, my daddy slime, yeah, he slime. Let's go. Boom, bop. Don't try to run now. I ain't have his head on. I'ma make sure that these see me through the headphones. I've been coolin', but these just won't leave me alone. Look, crack you in your just to see what's on your mind. I'm young boy wiping, Kaylin wiping, yeah, she slime. Police on my gotta watch the way I'm sliding. He acting hot, them slimes from down to ease his mind. Yeah, I pull up acting in a photo. You'll think my with me in this, but boy, I'm solo. And me sharing a sofa, still a come and kick your front door. Bro, geeking off that sofa while and out. If you don't know, I'm telling you, I drop a bag just to finish you. You think it's done, but that's it. I'm gon' get rid of you. At a show or anything, we gon' hit at you. I want them all that's on my dog, we gon' get at you. P.O. Black and trying to catch an outside. I'm thugging for real, I tell you, I crossed the law line. I'm about mine, let's slang iron. 3 run on with that Glock 9. Mother, they clutching, they all in trouble, I'ma bust mine.
Alrighty, guys. Now joining me on the show, on our Tuskegee preview show. Not only is he the face of our football team, but he's the face of the university, like Coach Massey said.
Hey, I'm getting tired of guys saying that, but hey, I'll hold up to it. I'll hold up to it.
So, Daylin, now joining the show, Daylin Lee, our quarterback, Ramily. Daylin, how you doing, man?
Good, how about you?
Good. So you weren't a big fan of Coach Massey saying that.
He told me that, so that's the thing. He has actually told me that, but he says it all the time now. So it's like, like he I'm just a cool guy, man.
I understand that. So does that, when you say stuff like that, does that put any extra pressure on you or no?
Nah, I don't feel like it does. I'm just gonna keep being Daylin Lee at the end of the day. That's what grandma always says. So.
Yes, sir. I love that. So how is everything going in preparation for our game Sunday against Tuskegee?
It's going pretty good. I'm truly excited about this year's team. It's just brought in a lot of guys. We still got a good core that come back. So like the combination between those two just is really building a strong team. And I'm really excited for this game this year. Just this team's gonna be something special.
Yes, sir. So, how would you say the team morale is? We're about 6 days away. So, how's the team feeling since it's game week finally?
Excited. It's been a long fall camp and it really got us better. We had to deal with a lot of adversity. I mean, just the weather and a lot of things, a lot of twisting and turning, but we finally made it a game week. Everybody's excited. Everybody's ready to play on TV. We're just excited to just hit another team for once. So I feel like the morale is great, and we're just excited to play.
Yes, sir. I saw they had posted highlights of our scrimmage, our team scrimmage. How did that go?
It was pretty good actually. So the offense, I mean, from offense standpoint, we moved the ball pretty good. I mean, our first group, we went down and scored, and our on a really tough defense. This defense is it's I feel like we're playing the best defense in the CI every day. So that's always a challenge. But I'm really excited about this team. We moved the ball well, a lot of situations. Got to see a lot of guys do some things just in a scrimmage setting. So I feel like it was a pretty good scrimmage.
Good, good. So last year we had our best season in a very long time. We went 7-3, our best season since 2017 when we went 6-4. But unfortunately, we came up short of our goal, which is winning a championship. So, what can you guys learn from that season to help you finish the mission this year?
Just from that season. So I mean, we lost the guys who were top of the conference. So and then we're just trying to get back to those winning ways. So we see what a team looks like. We see we got to finish certain games, like going into certain weeks like this. Those are the money games. We got to finish those games out to be one of the top of the conference. Like it's and the to say the season is long, so we got to be prepared for everything.
Yes, sir. It's a marathon. So do you think, for that John C. Smith game, that's always a heated rivalry. Do you think you guys were just too amped up or you guys just didn't start fast like you wanted to?
Say we just I'll take the blame. The offense was just flat that game. We just couldn't get anything to connect. It was just a lot going on. By the time we started get clicking, it was too late. So we understand that we got to come out like every game's our last. Like we got to play our best game every week.
Yes, sir. And I want to say on that last drive that y'all had, them throws you made were just ridiculous.
That's when I was really felt loose, and I was like, we just got to put it together somehow.
Yeah, like that one that Caleb Washington, like you was on like the 20, you just threw it up the sideline. That was just ridiculous.
Yeah,
The arm strength you had, man.
appreciate you.
And then, the one I think it was a Jaden Grimes when you threw it over the corner's head, that was just like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
accuracy is just crazy, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Um, so was there a moment or a game last year where you knew we got something special here?
Honestly, I mean, I knew we were gonna be a special team in fall camp, but just one game, honestly, we lost the game, but the A&T game was really something like we're a good team. Like I feel like it's a game we shouldn't have lost,
Yes,
but
sir.
just like going through that first half we went through a lot of adversity, and just like in that morale, I was like we can play with this team. Like I feel like if we didn't have to go through all that stuff, we show a better game, but still we still fought in that game. Just everything was a lot of adversity, but like we fought, like we kept fighting, and I was like, this team could be special. Like we really can play with anybody, honestly.
Yes, sir. So what was that experience like? Because I feel like you represented well that game, with some of those throws you made were just like, you just had people's minds blown.
Honestly, that game was that's probably one of the most exciting games I've ever played in. Just HBCU versus HBCU, like it was everybody was at that game, so that experience was something different, and just able to try to put on for Winston. I mean, tough loss, but honestly, I feel like a lot of alumni were pretty proud of the way we fought too. So we were just tough loss, but I was really proud of the way that team fought that game. Honestly,
Yes, sir. And let's talk about it. That fourth quarter, we were down four, and that drive you put together to put us ahead. Some of those plays you made on that drive, When you had the big throw to Caleb Washington, and you finished that drive off with the big run to put us up. So talk about some of those clutch plays you had on that last drive in the fourth quarter.
I mean, a lot of those plays, it's just certain guys being special. I can't take all the credit. Like Caleb Washington is a dog,
Yes.
absolute guy. He just goes up and makes plays. I mean, Trey Hester showed out that game. The offensive line. I mean, we lost a lot of those guys last year, but they played their butt off. Like just creating holes for Trey, just giving me time to get the ball off. Caleb Rayner had a big couple plays that drive. It was just a lot of guys clicking at certain moments, and that just offense was special. So I can't take all the credit. It's all the guys, and then especially like Coach Reese putting us in those positions. Coach Reese, Coach Smash, this whole coaching staff, just some blessing to be, play under.
And then Travion Hester, that big spark he gave us in the second half. When they started feeding him and he broke off that big run, I felt like that kind of gave y'all a big spark on offense.
Oh, no doubt. Just Trey Hester was something different. Sucks we won't have him this year, but he's still around. He's still been a leader for us, just supporting this team. So Trey's just a special human being. So we're just happy to have Trey in every situation.
Yes, sir. Are you guys going to dedicate this season to him since he's unable to play this year?
Oh, no doubt. I gotta show out. You know what I mean? Just spent a lot of time with Trey in the backfield. He's one of my close friends. So like I gotta put on for him this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do you have a favorite player or a moment from last year?
See, it was a lot of special moments.
Yes.
I really don't know. Like
Do you want me to list the ones I put down? Maybe that would help.
I mean, you can't. I got a few in my head, just like
Okay,
that
go ahead. You go first, QB.
special moments. Like, not even me. Like, so the Ohio Dominican game, like fresh off overtime at A&T, we go to another overtime, and
Yes.
just the way that team fought, like Jupe's interception in overtime that just sets a spark. Then Trey just being Trey Hester, like the final play, I feel like Trey probably broke 11 tackles right there.
Yes.
That was a crazy play. And then homecoming is just special for me. So I say I had a touchdown run against Fayetteville State, lowered my shoulder to go on.
Weight room.
Give us a spark, really gave us a big spark. Got everybody excited. I don't really lower my shoulder a lot, so everybody's pretty excited. And then the final play of homecoming, just Caleb Washington being Caleb Washington. That was a special. The crazy part. So like that play, we line up in the formation, and Caleb like runs by me and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be open. It's come my way. I'm gonna make a play." So the way he tells his story, because I threw the ball pretty early, and he wasn't he was expecting the ball, but I threw it pretty early. So he like catches it, like bobbles it a little bit, and then once he gets it in his hand, it's just him being special, getting to the goal line, scoring, and then just the stadium erupting. That was a special moment, especially I didn't know we had been that long since we beat Fayetteville State. So just everybody erupting, like sending the seniors out in a special way. That was one of my favorite moments.
Yes, sir. So you brought up homecoming. Daylin, you are a homecoming legend so far in your career here at Winston State. You walked it off against St. Aug, and then last year, double overtime against Fayetteville State. So what is it about homecoming and you in these performances, man?
You can't lose homecoming. That's the one game you can't lose. Everybody's at that game. Just no way we're leaving without a win that game. That's my mindset. So gotta win that one.
Yes, sir. And you got your viral moment on homecoming your freshman year standing on business.
Yes. Still standing on business to this day. So hey, that's trying to teach it to the offense now. We're standing on business the whole year, man.
Yes, sir. So you mentioned that Caleb Washington, I feel like towards the end of the season, that's when he really started to get involved and y'all started to put up some big numbers together. So do you think it was was it anything in particular that kind of led to that big shift towards the end of the season?
I wouldn't anything particular. I feel like Caleb's been my guy since I first got here. So when I first got into camp, I mean, I wasn't even running with the ones. So we started to build up chemistry together. Like when I really started got on the ones, me and Caleb started to make plays together. And just last year, that's just how it ended up coming up. I feel like that whole receiving room special. So just any game could be any guy's day. You know what I mean? So and then it's happened like Caleb Washington needs a lot of attention. And if teams are gonna try to leave a one-on-one, I don't think that's a smart decision for them. So
And the problem teams are gonna have this year, we're gonna talk about in a little bit, but you got y'all added some more weapons in the receiver
yeah,
room.
that room's dangerous. I can't lie.
Um, so you mentioned you lowering your shoulder. You did that a couple times last year. Two times that I know in particular were the Fayetteville State run, in overtime. That was a big one. And then the Shaw one. I was a little scared when those two guys collided. I didn't I didn't know. I was hoping you weren't too hurt because the way they was crashing like that. Talk about the Shaw run. You mentioned the Fayetteville State one, but let's talk about the big one against Shaw.
Ooh, the Shaw run, so that one. It was a pass play. So then they came out man, and that play was not a great man beater. So I stepped up, dude. Everybody like that play. The O line blocked up there. I'm gonna say they blitzed. They blocked it up perfect. Then my guy Asa Barnes laid one of the cleanest blocks, laid out the linebacker, just like opened a hole up for me. So and then Devin's the first read on it. And then like the whole receiving core kind of like knew the coverage. So it was like, okay, this isn't a great play, honestly. Like we were trying to make something out of it. So when I stepped up, like Devin just instantly turned and like shielded off for me. So
Gotcha.
then the safety comes down. And I'm like, okay. Usually like I might slide in this situation, but his angle was like not the greatest. I was like, okay, I can make a miss. So when I made a miss, I was like, oh, I'm like that close to the goal line. Like I might as well try to go score here. So I didn't even like truly feel them like run in. So honestly, I dove for it. They hit each other. That's what
Got you.
like a couple of linemen were like, oh, I thought you like got
Yeah,
smacked. I was
I
like, I
did
didn't
too.
like they didn't hit me at all. It was like I'm coming through. Like they hit each other.
All right. Oh, got you.
Dude, helmet came off and like everybody thought it was me. I was like, nah, I didn't feel like a bit of that hit. Like I was like already across the goal line falling by the time they hit each other. So, but yeah, that was a big run. Like, and then like when everybody saw me run, like everybody transitioned. Like the receivers like kept selling their routes, so like the corners couldn't come be a part of it. Like that whole offense on that play was just perfect, honestly.
Yes, sir. And I feel like I want to say that was probably your best game of the year. One of them for sure. Yeah, you was just putting on the show passing that game.
Trying to. Many more of them coming.
Because I think wasn't that the game you had that sick pass to Christian McDonald in the back of the end zone?
Yeah, back C-Mac, yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So talk about that play because that was just ridiculous by you and C-Mac, man.
So I think so when they came out in that place, so it was a verticals concept. I want to say they came out too high. So really Devin was kind of the first read, Devin the tight end. So they added a lot of attention to Devin. And then C-Mac was just one-on-one. It was kind of like a cover two, and the safety kind of like the corner let C-Mac run a little bit, and the safety kind of stayed with Devin too much.
Gotcha.
But the corner tried to play in between and like try to like rob it if anything. So I just put it in C-Mac's vicinity, and then C-Mac does what C-Mac does best: go get the ball, high points it, toe taps, and then like does this little celebration. So yeah.
Yeah, that was sick by him. Um, so what did you want to work on this off season and improve on going into year three, man?
Just consistency all around the board. Just being that same guy every day. I mean, I'm known for throwing the football, but then I want to also be a threat in the run game. Like, I mean, a lot of people's game plan is to like not let me throw the ball, like get me off the spot, make me run a little bit more. So just being consistent, being the same guy throughout.
Yes, sir. So how do you feel about how you played during your sophomore year? Are you satisfied or you do feel like you could have done more?
I see. I'm not satisfied. We didn't win a championship, so
Gotcha.
uh, I say that's the goal is to win a championship. That's what we're aiming for, flat out. I mean, I don't really aim for stats. I just want to win at the end of the day. So, I mean, some people might think it's a fall off from my first year, but we won more games. We closed it out more than we happened Trey Hester happened last year, so
Yeah, I take it personally when people try to downplay you because the numbers kind of dropped your sophomore year. But if you really look at the games, they couldn't stop our run game. So of course you're not gonna have the big numbers passing. So I mean they gotta look at the games and you can't be paying attention to the stat sheets. That really bothers me, man.
I say, I mean, I see that stuff. It doesn't. It just what happened in the game. Like they got to see the games. Got to see Trey Hester break out a long one, and then like if so, a lot of teams like they're not gonna. I mean, a lot of teams figured out I could throw the ball last year, so they wanted to send more people to play the pass, and then you're not going to stack the box for Trey Hester, and Trey Hester does what he does. So I feel like a lot of teams respected our pass game last year. Like it was flat out that like we weren't going to let me just sit back there and throw the ball all game. So we just wanted to be a dynamic offense, and then if we're going to do what works, and then we're winning with running the ball, and then us dinking and dunking it here, like nobody's mad at that here. We just want to win football games at the end of the day.
Yes, sir. So I have to ask you, last year when we played Bowie, they have a guy for Bowie State who, covers their team and he kind of took some shots at you. So, how did that feel, hearing that stuff? I took it personally and I had to have my quarterbacks back. But how did my quarterback feel hearing those things?
Honestly, I didn't like really want to dwell on it. It was he said what he said, I guess. Really, what hyped me up about it, like how everybody had my back in the situation. So like Justin Fleming means the world to me. He sent me a message like, "There's no way." Like he's talking like just like everybody just had my back. Like Flem, Kamara, they texted me before the game like, "Hey, like this is the game. Really, I need you to show out. Like really show who Daylin Lee is," because they were ready to talk to him before I was. So I just wanted to be me and show up for those guys.
Yes, sir. And you put on a air show that game. I feel like that was because of him.
You tried to. I just want to win at the end of the day. I didn't. That so happened to happen before the game. So
I don't know what was going on with their secondary, but they kept leaving our guys wide open, and you just was spinning that thing.
hey, I ain't gonna say
uh,
much. They're a good team, so we'll see them again this year.
yes, sir. We're gonna see them at the end of September. So do you think people are sleeping on us because we were predicted to finish fifth in the poll? So how do you feel about that?
Honestly, at this point, I mean, we're used to it. I mean, Coach Massey said in an interview, everybody thinks we're like the new kids on the block, like just something to look down on, but we're fine with it. I mean, I said in the media day, I mean, we're Winston, not really people like us that much, so who cares? Let's line up and play football.
Yes, sir. It's that simple. So Coach Massey, he has a lot of praise for you. So how do you feel when you hear your coach praising you on shows and stuff like that?
I mean, I'm appreciative. I mean, I'm just honored to play for Coach Massey himself, just the man, the myth, the legend, Coach Massey. So it's an honor to play for. I mean, just like an NFL vet. Just he's had a lot of experiences, especially in black college football. So it's just an honor, and then him praising me like this just means the world to me.
Yes, sir. So so we talked about it a little bit earlier, but uh, our receiver room, it's gonna be scary, man. Uh, how excited? We brought back a lot of our receiver room because they were young, but our coaching staff they did a phenomenal job in the portal. They added some program changers on offense. So how excited are you to throw to these new weapons?
Um, I'm overly excited. It's gonna be real fun this year. I'm offensive side. Ooh, it's just a lot of people who are dangerous when the ball is in their hands, and like you can't game plan for one person. I don't see anybody having like, hey, we gotta stop this guy. I mean, if you want to do that, but then like, who's gonna stop that guy? Like,
Yeah.
it's so many people who are dangerous with the ball in their hands, and it's gonna be fun. That's all I can say.
Yes, sir. So as a quarterback, it's a good problem to have, but how do you try to make sure you get all these guys, their touches? I know that's a hard thing to try to do.
It's really a hard thing to do, but I'm just going to let those guys be those guys. I mean, Like not try to be special. Like, hey, like certain situations, hey, I'm just gonna get you the ball, let you do what you do. Like, I need you to do your big one when you get the ball. When you get the ball, go score. And from what I know, from what I worked out with these guys, as soon as they touch the ball, they're trying to go do something with it. So
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to spread the love and let them do what they do.
Yes, sir. So, what are your expectations for this offense, who I think is going to be one of the best in the country this year?
Oh, I'm best in the country. If we're gonna do what we do, we're gonna win a lot of games. We're gonna win the CIAA championship. That's the end goal. We're gonna be special. We're gonna be dynamic. I mean, you don't know if we're coming at you on the ground through the air. So tough. Just be a tough offense to stop.
Yes, sir. What is there anything you want the offense to improve on from last year?
I mean, finishing. I say honestly, I feel like we were a good offense last year, but we just like we drove the ball against a lot of teams. Like I mean, against the CIAA champs. If you watch that game, we moved the ball up and down the field against them. We just didn't finish in the red zone. So our red zone offense just finishing drives. Just I said we love sending Roberto out there, but we'd rather send him out there on a field goal like a PAT attempt, not a 10 for 3. So
Yes, sir.
just finishing drives and moving people.
Yes, sir. One thing I want to say is I feel like on offense, we would be putting a couple drives together, and then we would have that lull, where we would go a long time without, scoring some games. So, is that something you guys want to, make sure we don't have those big gaps in between scoring?
Oh, no doubt. Then like last year we had like I want to say we scored on every first drive except 2 last year, I think.
Okay.
So we just want to have consistency throughout the game. That's all.
Yes, sir. And I want us to put some points up on some people this year because I feel like a couple teams we should have put 40 plus on and we let them off the hook.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Don't hey, we're trying to light the scoreboard up this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're gonna be opening up the season on national TV. So how excited are you to display your skills on national TV Sunday?
Um, I'm excited, but I'm not trying to let that get to my head. I'm just gonna
Yes, sir.
be me at the end of the day. Just get the ball out to the playmakers, let them be special on TV. Just I'm just here to facilitate the ball, control this offense, and just control this team and lead us to a victory.
Yes, sir. I love that. You mentioned your team goals a little bit earlier. Do you have any individual goals?
Individual goals. So I mean, honestly, I want to win CIAA Player of the Year. That's just a goal. I feel like we're gonna be a special offense, and I feel like they put the guys around me to put me in that position. So that's our ultimate goal. Probably try to hit the HBCU National Player of the Year watch list. So
Yes, sir.
I mean, might as well aim high. So that's the plan.
Yes, sir. I believe in you, my guy. You can do anything you put your mind to.
I appreciate you.
And to close out, what is it going to take for this team to go 1-0 Sunday, man?
Uh, just us be us. The defense, you got to say, we all we got is focus on the guys in the locker room, and everybody does their job. And if everybody does that job, I feel like we'll be successful Sunday all the way through the season. Just everybody do their job, everybody do their 111, and then play for each other.
Yes, sir. I love that. Daylin, do you have a final message for Ram fans before Sunday?
Before Sunday. So I mean, Ram fans tune in 2025. This season's gonna be special. I can't wait for y'all to watch. just tune in. Ooh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ramily, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we'll be back next week to recap the Tuskegee game, and I'll have two players on to preview the Mars Hill game. Daylin, I want to thank you for coming on the show, man. It's always an honor to have you on the show, and I
Thank
want to,
thank you. Thank you.
yes, sir. And I want to say good luck Sunday and good luck this season, man. I know you're gonna put up some numbers, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.